There we go. So this is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I actually have no idea if that was working, so I'm going to start again. This is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I've played it before, I just reset everything. This game is supposed to break your mind. It's ridiculous. So, I haven't gotten too horribly far in it. The game never ends, so we'll see. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Yes. Computer is barely visible. The current time, 4:06. Here we go. Accessibility settings can be addressed from the main menu. Alright. These don't look too horribly different. Translation labels. Labels, translated labels on top of in-word text. Nope. Toggle auto walk. Alright, it's not. Simplified controls? How can you get any simpler than that? R1 is crouch, okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
So with this game,
he had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What if I stay here? Can I call somebody? That clock is annoying. We're moving on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What's this guy's job? You sit here and sharpen pencils all day? Ooh, button. Okay, let's move on. What are we supposed to do? Just keep moving?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Now what? Tips for not getting fired.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Yes, I can't alter it. I'm not the whiteboard manager. Wait, you see? That's moving separate from everything else. That's not blurred out. That's not erased. It's blurred. Push for funding. Not cost efficient. Standardize graphs 40 times wide. Let's not do that. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda or refleet. Reflect. Okay. What am I? Am I 421? 427? I think I'm 427. Did I say comatose? Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Don't get fired. Wow. Okay. Apparently you gotta pay attention to these because they will change as the game goes on. So I'm trying to get a look around at these. Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Got it. Alright, I'm gonna go
Coming to a staircase,
time.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna follow all of his instructions this time, and then next time I'm gonna break them. Because the boss knows that that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. What? That makes no sense. Alright, computer. Can I text somebody? Okay, I can't go in there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay. Well, now I know it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I am amazing, aren't I? That looks deep. Nothing, okay. Ooh, button. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm dead. I have just been murdered.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Okay, so I'm
as though
not
he felt
dead,
more free to think
but
for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he
which way's the
feel this
door?
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
over here,
question
okay.
would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, I should probably listen to more of the dialogue. What's this?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Definitely need to come back and see what that does.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of
Never
course,
mind.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Alright, we're going this way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, I want to leave now. Wait, is the gate, is the door open still? It's not. Dang it. Right, who works here? Had to yawn. That does not look good.
Now the
Doesn't
monitors
at all.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's 427? Oh, there it is. Hey, it's my desk. I am 427. Alright,
This mind control
The
facility,
jail cell?
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
most likely
Had
just
Stanley
an
really been
elevator.
under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I feel like there's something wrong with that strobe light.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Alright.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? Oh. Oh, okay. What does that say? Mind control system. Can't read that other word. You said turn it off, right? Okay, now what?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Hopefully.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Awesome. I beat the game on my first 5 minutes playing it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Woohoo! Well, that's the end of this. No, this is... Okay, part 2. Okay. What's changed?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nothing so far.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I know that if you spam...
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I know.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow, you suck. I just wanted to sit on the box. On something in here.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay, see if there's anything else. Alright, we'll leave.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Fine, we'll go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section.
Would love to find this, so we're going to do that instead. And we're dead.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Alright.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What?
Nope.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left. Definitely this way.
Not so sure about that. Okay. Just someone that left the mail truck on.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
I don't want to. What
Who
we got?
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from...
I didn't want to restart. Fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yep,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They playing solitaire? Is that the guy that I seen that was fired?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Did something change?
I don't
Stanley,
notice anything different.
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
Yes.
move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, I'll go this way. Really? Doop 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 doo. Doo doop doop doo. What is wrong with this building? What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No,
Well, I
found
find it
something.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I found something though. Stop doing that, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sounds good to me.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
I don't know.
The story. Here it comes.
This wasn't like this, man. You're just... I swear.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright, alright. Bruh.
Now this...
Why?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
neither.
story? I don't think so.
Me neither.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I think so.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Want to get on the bucket.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some
Hey.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No. I wanted to get on the bucket. Really? Really?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Alright, we'll see how this works. Now, hold up. What happens if I go this way? Okay, that way's still broken, so... What if I go this way anyway?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Alright, fine. You are playing solitaire. How are you not fired?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Get on
Okay,
the ground.
now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know
need to
what?
pay
I
attention to
think
your
what we
line.
need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Alright. Gotta look at the fern. Can't miss nothing. So... There's nothing peculiar about it. It just wants me to look at it. Alright. I think I got it. We're gonna go on.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh. Stop restarting the game. Stop restarting the game.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I didn't actually know that door was going to open. Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Let's go to McDonald's.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
All right. There he goes.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay,
Seriously?
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Dude,
and since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I told you, they both go to the same place.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
How many times have you restarted?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Have we actually been playing
How would we even know?
Minutes?
Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
We have.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Huh? That was loud. That went off in my headphones. That hurt. Let's see. Okay, should we just do all that over
All
again?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And my ears, so...
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep. We're going over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I glitch on top of these boxes? What's up? What is over there? Am I allowed over there? Okay,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. Ooh. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Yeah. I'm still not going to listen to you. Danger everywhere. Okay. Okay. No buckets past this point. What? Whatever. I don't have a bucket.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. I ain't listening to you this time.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, I would love to. Only just developer textures still, so I guess we'll see.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
5. I loved the door.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did
Probably
I
from
know the
me.
game needed a third door?
From
Well,
me.
it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the
Yeah, I
idea
don't
came
know if
from,
that's
except that
true.
I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here,
But,
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
no. Oh, hey. Good old Neil, Skid, Nico, Nako, Vola, Gothart. Do you know that? Really? I'm last? You are objectively ranked 9238 out of 9238 players worldwide. Why not ask for some friends for some help? This game sucks. This is your superior. A dead rat is objectively ranked better than I am. You serious? It's not very nice at all. So what if instead of going that way, I go this way? Really?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard
What?
helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes. I loved it.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't
Awesome.
mind taking a look at it, would you?
I would not
Perfect.
at
Let me
all.
boot it up.
This is much more fun than the original game.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
But
I think the
I
art
want the
world
baby to
will
burn.
really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure
You
to keep notes
serious?
on your experience.
I hate this. I'm supposed to play this for 4 hours? Real quick. Somewhat easier to manage, and now I'm just going to turn down my headphones where I can hardly hear it. This game is killing me, man. Baby, burn. And I'm gonna turn up the volume because I want to watch the baby burn. Turn up my headphones again. That is killing me. Die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
I didn't say it was awful. I just...
Yes.
It is awful.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay,
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I really don't want to. Now that is awesome. I want that rug. I'm pretty sure this game's called Firewatch. They actually put a part of Firewatch inside of this game. I haven't played Firewatch, but I plan on playing it. Seems like it would be pretty fun.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What can't it be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No.
You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go
I
in
like
any...
those games.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What? Rocket
Wonderful.
League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
It's actually Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun. Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls! Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Well, bring him back. I want to play soccer still, or football, depending on where you're from. Fine, I'll just go down here.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where am I supposed to be? Uh-oh. Okay, there's a light down here, so...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
You're a mean person. I want to play soccer. Loading again. Alright. Nothing's changed so far, so I'm gonna pick it up in a bit.